Bu kalıcı, bu oraya gitmiş, yer kaymış götürmüş aynı ağacı.
Kaç metre ya? 10 metre götürmüş ya.
Aynı. يبقى تحت منك قوس جام شوفها. يا الله يا الله. الله يحفظك يعني.
ما بصدق ya.
İşte yanlış. Ben de diyorum nerede paçam ya şu buradaymış. Böyle gitmiş, böyle Yusuf. Böyle gitmiş.
بنشوف هذا المنظرة.
İlginç. İşte gözüme gör.
This is in Allegheny County near Sparta. These cracks on the roads were caused by the earthquake, the 5.1 magnitude earthquake.
On August the 9th, 2020, the small town of Sparta, North Carolina, was suddenly shaken by the most powerful earthquake the region had experienced in the past century.
This is quite a massive crack on the road because of the earthquake.
Mexico is one of the most seismically active regions in the world, where every earthquake brings chaos and fear. Though these tremors lasted only 20 seconds, their power was enough to scare people and wreak havoc on infrastructure. The epicenter of the earthquake was 10 kilometers from the house, but people felt the tremors from the 7.1 magnitude as though they were right next to it. It took the store owner several hours to clean up the aftermath and restore order, but before long, the shop was back in business.
Got an earthquake we just experienced here. You could see the water in the pool.
That was a good one.
All moving, dogs going bonkers here.
Were you guys inside or outside?
I was outside and I felt the ground moving. I was like, what in the world is going on? I thought the car was moving, but it was an earthquake. The dogs are like, what was that? There it is.
These shocking scenes were captured in the Sichuan province of China. Everything seemed calm, but in an instant, a nearly 7.0 magnitude earthquake caught drivers on this road completely off guard. If you've ever wondered what it's like to experience an earthquake while in a car, now you'll know. This scene looks like it's straight out of a horror movie, but these are actually real surveillance footage from Sulawesi Island in Indonesia. A powerful 7.2 magnitude earthquake struck a region in China. People managed to evacuate before the collapse, but they were still terrified as they watched the building come crashing down. Japanese engineers and builders have long mastered the art of creating buildings that can withstand earthquakes. This video was filmed in Tokyo in 2021. A routine business meeting in a conference room at the National Museum of Modern Science was suddenly interrupted by a powerful earthquake. In this unique video, divers capture how an earthquake feels underwater in the world's deepest lake. In January 2025, a brief but powerful 5.0 magnitude earthquake struck one of Indonesia's regions. Although it lasted only a few seconds, it managed to damage 30 buildings, according to locals. Even ships aren't safe during a powerful earthquake. A video from a customs port in Indonesia shows how violently the water started rocking the ships after just a few tremors. In 2022, a 6.8 magnitude earthquake struck Taiwan. Sadly, a bridge in one of the villages collapsed under the intense pressure of nature's wrath. Thanks to a local man and his drone, we can now witness the full extent of the destruction. In 2011, a passerby happened to capture footage of construction cranes swaying in response to an earthquake. Fortunately, they remained standing, but their movements left everyone around watching in breathless anticipation. While a minor earthquake in Osaka caused no major destruction, it certainly caused a commotion at the cat cafe.
No corran, no corran, no corran, se pueden caer.
So, why am I here?
Your money's in trouble.
How's that?
To take care of it, I made a deal with Luis Mercado to run it through his legit businesses. In exchange, I had to use some of it to bond someone out for him. Now, he's trying to kill her.
I don't see how that affects my money. You get the bond back whether she is dead or alive.
In March 2024, residents of a city in Kazakhstan felt a fairly strong earthquake in the middle of the day. Just look at how quickly they reacted. This guy's fishing trip was ruined by nature itself.
Oh my God. Even if you think you're prepared for an earthquake, it can still catch you off guard. In this case, it struck right on a bridge. Definitely not the best place to face such a challenge.
Hey, Sarah? Uh-oh. Guys, Yeah. Yeah, okay, Sarah? Come down quickly.
Workers rescue a seriously injured woman from the rubble. Her pain is all too real.
The 2011 earthquake in the Canterbury region was so powerful that its effects were felt across the entire South Island of New Zealand. The damage to infrastructure was massive, and it continues to be the most financially devastating disaster in the country.
The advice is to check yourself first and get first aid if necessary before helping injured or trapped persons. A friends and family message board has been set up on the homepage of the 3 News website.
lady. Oh, shit.
In July 2019, Ridgecrest, California was hit by a series of powerful earthquakes with magnitudes reaching 7.1. The tremors cracked roads, damaged buildings, and were felt as far away as Las Vegas. But the most terrifying part was that the ground never seemed to settle. The aftershocks kept coming for weeks. On September the 16th, 2015, Chile was plunged into chaos as a powerful earthquake with a magnitude of 8.3 shook the country. In just 5 minutes of intense underground tremors, 90,000 people were left without power and 16,000 lost their homes.
Este es terremoto. Es terremoto de nuevo. Y no para. Por favor.
Estamos en el icono de Maipú. Vamos a tener que salir. Parece terremoto. Vamos, vamos.
For several minutes, the residents of the Coquimbo province in Chile watched as powerful tremors shook the roads, buildings, and trees.
Salimos volando al supermercado, nos sacaron los guardias, así que sería.
In 2019, California was rocked by a series of earthquakes. Over the course of 2 days, residents experienced 3 major tremors, one of which had a magnitude of over 7. It seemed like the worst was over, but 11 months later, scientists detected an aftershock, a secondary seismic event that occurs following a main earthquake. The tremors destroyed building facades, caused widespread power outages, and even knocked the trumpet from the angel statue on the famous Mormon temple. These images capture the chaos and panic of that morning when the earth suddenly reminded everyone of its power.